Hey Chiefs Kingdom, join us this Sunday, 10 minutes before kickoff for the entire game of Kansas City against the Miami Dolphins. We're going to be live for a watch party. We've done this for about 5 or 6 games this year. This is a big one, so I talked the bosses into it, and we're going to have live play-by-play, live stats, updates throughout the entire game. Big game as Kansas City looks to stay pace with the Pittsburgh Steelers for the top spot in the AFC. So subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it on this Sunday. With that being said, it's mailbag time here on the Chiefs Report. I'm your host, Harrison Graham. Appreciate everybody who submitted their questions on our community post on our last couple of videos. We'll go ahead and answer some of them on today's show. If you didn't get in on today's mailbag, use hashtag Chiefs and get in the comments section. We'll answer them on a video very, very soon. Let's go ahead and start with Shane Garcia. Will Tyreek Hill play on Sunday? The Cheetah did miss practice on Wednesday with a non-COVID related illness, but good news is he returned on Thursday, and barring some kind of setback, he should be ready to rock against the Miami Dolphins on Sunday. A Miami Dolphins team that has 2 excellent corners in Xavier Howard and Byron Jones, so you want to be at full strength offensively, or as close to healthy as you can be as a football team. He returned on Thursday, like I mentioned, so that is very good news for Kansas City. And he's had a monster year, all right? Like, I've made the case that this is the #1 receiver in the National Football League because he's the only guy that can take it the distance every time he touches the football. Over 1,000 yards, 13 touchdowns. He's been fantastic, along with, of course, Travis Kelce, who is now a 99 overall member club on Madden. Congrats to him. But yes, he should play on Sunday. Expect the Cheetah to be out there when Kansas City takes on Miami. If you think Tyreek Hill is the best receiver in the NFL, like this video. Just hit that thumbs up icon. If you love the Cheetah, if you think he's the best, hit that thumbs up icon. We all know he is, just like this video. The YouTube ad break's about to hit, so if it does, just like the video, and we'll be back very shortly. Let's go to Karan here. Hey, KC Chiefs Report. I've been wanting to ask, what is the Chiefs salary cap and who could the Chiefs get in free agency if we lose some free agents? So I'm not going to sit here and throw out 10 names I think Kansas City could sign in free agency. Here's the deal, though. We don't know what the salary cap is going to be. It could be as low as $175 million and probably as high as about what it was this year, which was like $195, $198 million. I don't anticipate an increase due to the COVID-19 situation. You know, not as much income coming in and revenue for the National Football League. I've seen as low as $175, but there's a lot of rumors. Maybe they'll borrow money from a future salary cap and just kind of average it out over the next couple of years. But let's say it's at $180 million. If it's at $180 million, the Chiefs are about negative $15 million in cap space, where you're like, oh, they got no negative money. Well, they can cut some guys, they can restructure. But the overall theme is I don't anticipate Kansas City to be big players in free agency this next offseason, because think about what they did this offseason. They've got all their key players in place, certainly a couple of them that could be gone, but don't expect major moves this next offseason. Now, who is your favorite player in the NFL not on the Chiefs? Like a non-Chiefs player who's currently in the NFL. I know a lot of you guys like Alex Smith. Shout out AS11 for knocking off Pittsburgh this past week. Favorite non-Chiefs player? I want to hear it right now in the comments section. Go ahead and let me know right there. Now, BetUS is the #1 sports betting partner on the internet, and you can make some money by betting on Chiefs games or any NFL games when you go to chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Use that promo code Chiefs125. They're going to hook you up with a 125% deposit bonus. What does that mean? Put down $100. Give you an extra $125 for free. Now, maybe you're a beginner at betting. Maybe you don't really understand how it works. So I'm just going to give you I'm going to call it my $5 bets of the week. Low risk, not a big deal here. You know, you lay out $5, you can get a little bit of a return, and I think there's money to be had here. Saints -7 at the Eagles. What does -7 mean? That means they have to win by 7 or 8 or more, really, to make money. I think they're going to crush Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. A first start for a rookie quarterback that has flaws against this New Orleans defense. They're rolling right now, and that's a preview for next week as well for Kansas City. Give me the Saints -7. I love the money in that game. Producer Brett's not so convinced as I am on this one. Again, shout out Alex Smith. +3 at San Francisco. Remember, the 49ers aren't playing in Santa Clara. I like that for Washington. 2 5-7 teams. Give me Alex Smith over Nick Mullins. By the way, if you want to bet the money line for Washington, +150, what does that mean? You put down $10, you'll win an additional $15. I think that's a good play for Washington to get some sneaky good money there. Buffalo -1.5 at home against the Steelers. Basically a pick'em game. Buffalo's won 5 of 6. Josh Allen's playing like an MVP. They're only lost their past 6 games on the Hail Murray play against Kyler Murray. They're playing great. Pittsburgh's trending down. Give me Buffalo -1.5. And then if you want to do a little over-under, this is total points between both these teams. Bears defense is starting to struggle. Texans defense is atrocious. I love the over 45. If you want to make some money, BetUS is the place to do it. Go to chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Again, that promo code is Chiefs125. They'll give you an additional 125% deposit bonus when you get signed up. Okay, next mailbag question here. Michael King, do you think Sammy will be here next year? If I had to put a percentage on it, it's less than 20. And that it's a combination of reasons. One, Sammy just continues to not be able to stay healthy throughout 16-game seasons. Kudos to him for leaving money on the table this year, restructuring to return. But he just hasn't been super productive. Now, I will say this, and I see you in the comments, you guys saying, oh, Sammy's underrated, he's a key cog. Yeah, he does some things that don't show up on the stat sheet. He gets these key third down conversions. I love Sammy, and his value seems to always show up in the playoffs. But you can't give someone like that north of $12 million, and there might be a team out there that's willing to do that. Really, it's up to Sammy. Does he want to cash in one more time, or does he want to come back on a year-to-year basis? I don't think Kansas City would give him a long-term deal. 1 year, $5 million? If he wants to come back for that, sure. But we talked about the salary cap situation. The Chiefs are not going to have a ton of money. Demarcus Robinson, also a free agent. I think it's more likely they sign him for like the vet minimum or for like $2 or $3 million than overpaying for Sammy Watkins for a second time. I love Sammy, but we'll focus on that this offseason. Don't think it's very likely, but we'll let you guys decide. Will Sammy be back in 2021? Type Y for yes, type N for no. I'll say this. If he's back, he's taking less to stay because I think there will be teams that are willing to pay him a decent penny. I just don't think Brett Veach will be that guy. So type Y for yes or type N for no. Aiden Whiting next up here. What should we do about Frank Clark? He's paid like a top 10 edge rusher, but just barely in the top 100 for the position. He's better than top 100, guys. I get it. He's in a bit of a slump, but this is still a good pass rusher. I'll say this. These numbers are not indicative of a $20 million per year player. There's no doubt. Like, he had the neck problem last year, only had 8 sacks. This year, he's only got 4 sacks. Chris Jones honestly needs to be playing better as well. But you're kind of stuck with Frank Clark, and you hope that come playoff time, you get what you got last postseason run when he was incredible and arguably the best player on your defense, especially during the Super Bowl when he was just wreaking havoc on Jimmy Garoppolo. Frank Clark is a player that still has value, but look at this contract the next 3 years. You're stuck with him next year because if you cut him, it's $38 million in dead cap money, and you're not trading that contract. It's just not going to happen. Now, 2022, you can cut him, $13 million cap, and then especially 2023, that's when you can really cut him and get off the books of him. I would be shocked if he wasn't on this team next year. Maybe it's 50-50 in 2022. I'd be floored if he's on the team in 2023 because you can cut him and save a ton of money, but he's still a key part of the team right now. You just got to hope he gets that consistency back. It's been up and down for him. It seems like he goes 3 or 4 games, looks great, then he disappears for a month. Is he hurt? I don't really know. Just need to find that consistency, especially come playoff time.